Today, we're going to be looking at one of the hottest trends on Etsy or Amazon at the moment. And these are the vintage grunge looking type t-shirts with faces of people or faces of pets on them. So I'm going to be showing you how you can make these t-shirts and hopefully gift them out on Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, birthdays. They just suit so many occasions, and you're going to be blown away on how easy it is to make these using Kittle.
So if you go on Etsy and you search women's t-shirts, you'll find that there's quite a number of t-shirts that stand out. And what I like to do is to go search for women's t-shirts and come here to all filters. And I'm only searching for physical products. And I'll go star seller and show results. And then what I do is I come here into the URL and change star to best. Hit enter, and that will give me all the best selling women's t-shirts. Now, if you scroll down looking at the best selling women's t-shirts, you'll quickly notice that some of the best sellers include these vintage style 90s, 80s style t-shirts, which are really trending at the moment on Etsy and on Amazon. So those are the t-shirts that we're going to be making. And most times you'll see it's either faces of people or faces of their pets. So now we'll step into Kittle and I'll show you how you too could make a t-shirt like that. So we're here in Kittle, and the first thing I like to do is go to new project. Within new projects, you'll see you can choose these different art boards that you could use. And what I like to do is go to POD presets. And even when I'm using Canva, this is the size I like to use, the 4500 by 5400 pixels. So we'll just use that one. Click create. So we've got our nice blank canvas there. And most times I just like the background to be black. And you'll find most of the t-shirts you see on Etsy are black. So we'll go with black for now. And to start our project, we need the photos of if we are using dogs or people's faces. What you need to do is to find 5 or so photos of the pet that you're going to be using and load these up into Kittle. And then now the first step that we're going to do now that we've got our pictures is we'll bring the picture into the artboard and we'll click here on the AI background remover. And there you see we've got our clean photo. So you can do this to all the other photos, as many as you want, just removing the background. For these style of designs, I find that you can use a curve or a shadow. So we're going to place a shadow around each dog, and you'll see why later. Just bear with me. Okay, so now we've got the images of our pet. We want to add the pet's name to the top. So we'll come here to text and add headline. That will bring you a text box. What we now want to do is to look for that big bold text that will appear here at the top. So you can just look through here on the left and see which one you like. I'll go down here to gradients, and this one, metal, is a good text to use, so we'll use that one. So we'll bring that right up to the front and make it fill the whole top there. And then you can just change that metal, change that to be the name of your pet. So I'll just do that. Okay, once we have our pet's name, and like you can see in Etsy when we were looking, the that big text, the name of the pet is in like a curvy sort of pattern. So the way to do that is to come here to use distort. So with distort, you're able to just move even one side, and then we move. The best way to do it, you click on distort, and there we go. So you can just play around with that until it suits what you want. There we have it. And then you can also change the colors here to suit whatever colors you're wanting to go with. So if you're kind of looking at maybe using, like in my case, I'm thinking of using the reds, you can now start to just change the color palette for that design that you've chosen. So we're getting there. What you need, maybe you can do if your dog like here is called Simba, and then you've got another pet name, another name you call him. Like in here, I want to say Simba the King. So we bring another text box, change that to white, and move that up. And then for this text where we'll write the king, we'll look for a script font. So I can just search, we want just search the script fonts and look for one. I'll just use this one, which I've used before. And in there, we're going to write in our texts, we'll write Simba the King. You could put that at an angle. Could make it as big as you want. And we might even yeah, so that looks good for our script font. We could add a bit of a border around it and change that border to black, so that changes the text color. We want to keep that white, and we've put a border. We might change that border, make it black. So there are little tweaks you can make. So I'm just doing that because that's how I'd like my one to look. You can play around with the different features you have here in Kittle. So now we've got our text and we've got our pictures of our pet. What I also found, what I like, if you go here to elements, I was just scrolling through here and I came across these grungy shapes. I thought those would suit this whole grungy 80s style t-shirt that we're making. So if I bring that up, I'll just move the pets down a bit and we'll change that to our color of choice here, the sort of red. And then we'll keep that at the top and then bring the pictures of the dog to the front. So what you do is you select the picture and you come here and go send it to the front. Then you can move it. I'll just so this is basically my design. I've just played around and taken some learnings from the designs we were seeing there on Etsy. And what I like with Kittle is you can get some mock-ups so you can see what your design would look like on an actual t-shirt. So this is just a basic t-shirt. I think if you put it on a person, you can appreciate what that would look like. So we'll come here to t-shirts. So if you were putting your design on a t-shirt, you could probably come here and choose a model. And then you have your design.
and you can adjust the design just to give you a feel for what that would look like. And what I liked is you can even change the model's t-shirt color. You can make it a bit a light pink, you can make it gray. So you can play around here and see what that t-shirt would look like on an actual model. And if you liked that design, then you could download the mock-up and use it for your listings on Etsy if you wanted, or you could buy mock-ups and use those, or you could get the t-shirt printed and wear it yourself and use that for your Etsy listings. So for this video, I just wanted to show you Kittle and show you how you could design this very popular and hot trend on Etsy at the moment. So I hope that you take some learnings from this and try it out yourself. If you like the type of content I'm putting up here, please be sure to give us a like or a subscribe. It would really mean a lot to me. This is the first time I was using Kittle, so I found it to be a really easy tool to use, and I hope you'll give it a go. Thanks.